You won't believe what Enkae have just done. They've given me the keys to this. So what do we have here then? It's a 2017 Nissan GTR and it's a Recaro edition as well. And what does a GTR bring to the table? Of course, for anyone who doesn't even like their cars, they probably watch Fast and Furious, and this car is infamous for its acceleration and just its raw appeal. And just look at it, just look at it. For me, it is the nicest supercar on offer anywhere, and I will back that to the hills, and it's for a good price as well. And it's got the best of both worlds, and that is what I like in a supercar. Something that can tear your face off, but something that can also deliver the kids to school. I don't have kids, but when I do, and I have a supercar, because that's the aim in the future, it'll be something like this. Good boot space, and it looks fantastic. Just look at the way the headlights slot upwards over the bonnet. I just love it. I absolutely love it. So what do you think at home? The Nissan GTR 2017 model. Do you prefer the older style GTR, or are you more for the newer style like this? But for me, Nissan GTR over anything. So what is the most important thing about a supercar? Of course, it's what's under the hood, and this is a handcrafted prestige engine, perfect, and it's just the highlight of Japanese engineering. It's a V6 twin turbo engine, and it produces 562 brake horsepower, but the horsepower is not even the most important bit. Of course, I mentioned it before, it's infamous with acceleration. This can do 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. It is fantastic. It's a face melter. So of course, what is under here, it just embodies everything that Japanese engineering is known for. The R35 is so sought after aftermarket clients, especially car fanatics and petrol heads, for everything that you can do to this car after production. Of course, this one isn't modified in any way, shape or form, but afterwards you can add so much to it. Get it up to 800 brake horsepower. You can push it to around 2 seconds for 0 to 60, and it's just such a good play toy for every type of car fanatic that you can think of. The everyday user who's got a little bit of cash that wants to have something nice and something fast. And then you move into your more upmarket petrol heads who just want to modify it, make it wide, make it stand out, and just put so much into that engine. And that is why I love these cars, and everyone loves these cars, and that's why the R35 is just such a sought after model. I don't have the money to do it, but if you do, I would highly recommend this vehicle. Right, so fun little fact, and this is going to blow your mind, okay? Tyres. Can you go to Sainsbury's with a Nissan GTR and fill up your tyres just with normal air? No, you can't. Do you know why? Because they're filled with nitrogen. If that isn't the most bougie thing you've ever heard from a car, these are filled with nitrogen. And the reason for that is that they keep a more stable tyre pressure, and they keep for longer as well, especially when you're doing high speeds and in high heat as well, which of course in Huddersfield today, we're in the heat and we're going to be doing some speed. So they're filled with nitrogen. Just a little fun fact. Let me know in the comments if you already knew that one. Okay, so we move into the interior of the Nissan GTR, and of course this is a Recaro edition. So what do you get with the Recaro edition? Well, you get the lovely red stitching throughout the interior, which looks fantastic, especially on the wheel, I may add as well. You've got the special Recaro seats as well, and I love the red and black interior. It's just something that really pops off in a car like this. Now, it is on the cheaper end of a supercar, so maybe it's not as flashy on the inside as maybe your Ferraris or your Lamborghinis, but it just does the job because it's all about performance. You've got a Bose surround sound system, which is so good. If you get the tunes on a summer's day, the aircon is blasting. It's just such a fantastic experience. You've got your center console screen, which controls everything. You've got your race modes and your R modes, which can all be done through the center console as well. All carbon fibered throughout, which of course adds to the performance. I'm not sure how much use the back seats are, especially when you've got someone tall like me who needs to maybe sit back a little bit more. But if you don't really care about the people in the back, because let's be honest, it's your car, your rules, this is definitely the car for you. It just feels so seamless and so nice in here. Everything to the start stop, which is bright red, and it just feels like you're in the center of a fighter jet. I know it's hard to believe that, but when the car gets going as well, unbelievable. So it's got the performance, it's got the easy nature, it's got the normal features that you want for everyday life as well, and it's got a little bit of wow factor as well in the center of the car. I'm struggling to find anything wrong to say about it. It's just fantastic, and all for a great price as well. Everything that you need, Bluetooth connectivity. It's also got aircon, which is so important for a day like this, let's be honest. It's got your Bose surround sound system. For everyday life, it has everything that you will need. And then when you want to do something at the lights, it's got that performance factor as well. So nothing embodies the Nissan GTR more than the rear. Of course, you've got the circular features, especially the backlights, which are just so famous and infamous for a GTR. This wing, it looks so good in your mirror. When you're leaving everyone for dust behind you, you look at the back and you can just see everyone just in the background of your rear spoiler. It looks insane. Important feature, you've got the massive GTR logo. Just lets everyone know, if they haven't got it already from the big circular lights on the back, that you are driving a Nissan GTR. And of course, this is the facelift model, so you've got the lovely black accents on the back, and you've got the carbon diffuser there as well, and it just looks pristine, especially with the quad exhaust system. You can fit your fist in that. Not that you'd ever want to, not that that's a particular feature that they've done that for, but it just looks aggressive from the back, it looks mean, and it just looks like a perfect Nissan GTR. And of course, you've got the boot at the back as well, and it's absolutely huge, and nothing embodies the fact that this is the best of both worlds more than the boot, because you can get so much in there, and it's a supercar at the same time. So what more could you possibly want? It's absolutely fantastic. I can't think of a supercar that is better purpose for life than a Nissan GTR. So gonna get onto the inside then of the GTR, and also how it performs on the road. And I know everyone here is probably waiting to see just how it feels, and the pushback and the pull when we feel the real acceleration of this car. But we're just driving out now, and it works fine as a normal car. It works fine. For when you need to go to nip to the shops, you've got the GTR, and it'll do that job for you perfectly as well. Just on the inside, everything's so easy to use. Everything's can be controlled via the center console, and it's got some really cool features as well, where you can have all these different dials that are showing up, which show your coolant temperature, your engine oil temperature. You can also get your fuel range, the amount of torque, the amount of boost going to the engine, just all of that type of stuff, which is really handy to see whilst you're using the performance aspect of this car. The dashboard's clean, everything's clean inside the car, and it doesn't feel too supercar-y on the inside, which is a nice thing to have. You still get everything that you want, such as Bluetooth and things like that, and that doesn't differ from the performance. You know, some of the higher end supercars, you struggle to get some of the necessities of normal life in order to get that performance factor. So it's a bit of a less for not much else situation, whereas in a GTR you get everything and you get that performance as well. So I can't wait to see how it's going to pull. You know, it's that infamous acceleration of a Nissan GTR. We've got it in R mode, and I just can't wait to see how it sounds first and foremost, and how it makes you feel. I feel like it's going to be like trying, I don't know, steak for the first time and stuff like that. You know, when you do things for the first time and you just wish you could go back and experience it for the first time again. I think this is going to be just like that. So I really hope it doesn't let me down, but I can't see it letting me down. Should we give it a go? Should we put it into overdrive? Let's give it a go. Oh my word! The car just thrusts you back into your seat, and that 0 to 60 time is just superb. What? I need to give that another go. Unfortunately, there's a car in front of me, but oh my word, that is fast on the throttle as well. The gear changes are insane. I'm going to put it into manual. I'm going to take control, because you got the flappy paddle option as well. I'm just going to hold back. That is sensational. You have to be careful with the rear wheel drive. But yeah, unbelievable it is. Absolutely unbelievable. And well, obviously we're in Huddersfield and we're in the moors, and you've got the country roads, and it's just seamless. It's just perfect for these types of scenarios. And everything just works so effortlessly as well. I didn't believe James when he said how good this car was, because, you know, I've driven quite a few nice cars since I've been here at Enkae, but this is scary. The acceleration on this is absolutely ludicrous. Still not as good. It is miles better than an A45. I still probably go for an A45, but this is silly how it makes you feel. Here we go. It's just, there's a little tiny bit of turbo lag where you contemplate what is about to come. So like on a dip before a roller coaster, you don't know what's going to happen, and then it just zooms off and the car's taking you for a ride. It's honestly an unbelievable driving experience, and I couldn't not recommend this to everyone. For the price that you are getting this car at, which is under £70,000, for a supercar that can do everything that this car has, for a 2017 model which has done less than 26,000 miles. If I had 70 grand, which I don't, I would be getting this. 100% I would be getting this, because it can do everything. The Bose surround sound is unbelievable. But just forget about all that. Forget about the Bluetooth, even if it didn't have any of that. Forget about the nitrogen in the tyres. It is all about the performance. And when you put the foot down, you forget about everything in life. Just everything. And I think that's just what driving's about. It is sensational. And like we mentioned before, the fact that you can do these cars up and give it that full Japanese heritage and get it down to about 2 seconds for 0 to 60 up to 800 horsepower, that'd be scary. That would be, I don't even want to think about it. But to summarize, sensational car, sensational price. What more do you want in life? What more do you want? I can't think of anything else that I'd want in life. Maybe England to win the Euros, I don't know, but this beats it, I reckon. I can't believe I'm saying that. Probably does beat it. Let's give it one more. A little bit of a lag, and then here we go, it kicks in, and it gives you all of that pace and all of that pull. Oh my word, it's just sensational. It's just got a little bit of lag, and then you think, is it coming, is it coming? But never doubt it, because it just comes, and then that's it, it's done. What a car, what an experience. Probably the best way to leave it there. Wow, I've got absolute goosebumps. What an experience that was to drive this Nissan GTR. It has melted my face off. It has made me feel things that I have never felt before on this planet Earth. What a sensational drive, and I hope you've enjoyed my review of it as well. If you are interested in this car, it's up for just under £70,000. All the links will be in the description. Check us out on social media as well. So like I say, thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and we'll see you next time.